Welcome back to the 2023 World Series of Poker. It is time for some no-limit hold'em high roller action. $100,000 is the buy-in today, and these boys are playing for a whopping $2.5 million. All the superstars are here. Pick your favorite. Let us know in the chat. Donnie Peters alongside me. My name is Remco Rinkema. We got Adrian Mateos in the mix, the legend, the superstar, as Brent Hanks coined him, the conquistador, multiple-time bracelet winner. Chance Kornuth in the mix, Kerry Katz, Jeremy Osmus, and the man who almost got it done at the 50K final table from the Netherlands, from my home country, Jans Arends. And then we have Biao Ding also at this final table. 6 players remaining, as I mentioned, playing for that top prize of $2.5 million. They're all guaranteed $469,000. That's not a bad payday to get your day started with, Donnie. Quite exciting to have this kind of action for us today.
Yeah, big buy-in action. I feel like we've got a little bit upgraded to the big boy chairs, the big boy table, the adult table. It's going to be a fun one, that's for sure.
Absolutely. We got this final table for you until we get down to a winner. Lots of bracelet implications at this final table for the players. There's 2 players at this final table who do not have a bracelet yet. Kerry Katz and Biao Ding. Jans Arends has 1. Mateos has 4. Osmus has 5. And Kornuth has 3, Donnie. That is probably the highest average count we've had so far to WSOP.
It's up there.
It's probably tied or close to the Shulman-Manette final table.
That one was stacked. This one is obviously stacked as well. Arends, you mentioned, has 1. It was a GG Poker Online WSOP event back in 2022, so last year. If you guys watched that 50K high roller final table, that was won by Leon Sturm, the 22-year-old wonder, a couple days ago. Arends was there, kind of making his debut in a lot of ways to a lot of people.
Yeah, he is a notable online crusher, goes by the name of Grafdekkel.
I was going to ask you how to say that, so good. You can handle that stuff.
Yeah, I'll handle the Dutch pronunciations.
Does it mean anything?
I mean,
or is it just a made-up word?
It's basically a bit of a curse word for, it sounds bad, but for like a terrible or like an annoying or like a mean dog.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you mentioned him as a high-stakes MTT crusher. I think he got started way back in the day. Cash games transitioned to tournaments. Sunday Million win back in 2011 was kind of like the big bankroll boost that he needed to then vault his career and take it to the next level.
Ding here, all in with pocket 5s. Probably the most unknown player, as Kornuth wakes up with ace-queen suited in the big blind.
Call.
Makes the call. All right, here we go. Big showdown right off the bat. Ding
Ace-queen versus 5.
with 5s. Kornuth with ace-queen suited. Kornuth at risk here. Massive spot for Chance Kornuth right off the bat. Let's see the flop here. Queen right away for Kornuth. That is exactly what he was looking for. Ding now down to just 2 5s. Running clubs also a possibility, but drawing really slim here.
A 5 or clubs. And running
5 or clubs.
I said and clubs.
Kornuth said
it. Yeah. All right, just check. I know what I'm dodging.
Turn card, Jack of Diamonds. This means that Ding is down to just 2 5s, or Chance Kornuth will receive a massive double up. River card. It is a 10 of spades. Donnie, that is a lot of dollars for Chance Kornuth as far as equity goes.
That is. Probably somebody you don't want to double up in any tournament.
One of your pupils? A good friend. I'll tell you the story later. All right. He was the guy that got 1% of my WP2 Choctaw win, and then turned into 5%, and we became good friends since then. Oh, okay. Yeah. 4375. Yeah. Or 4350.
Yeah, 4350. 4,350,000.
All right, let us know in the chat who you are rooting for today. I'm pretty sure we'll have plenty of Dutch fans and Spanish fans, maybe some Chinese fans in the chat as well, as we have this international final table. Donnie, when Ding was drafted during 25K Fantasy, lots of eyebrows were raised in the room, but he is immediately proving him as someone who's earned his spot in that kind of conversation.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing well to start this 2023 World Series of Poker. He's coming off quite a big start to the year in general. Chinese player, more than $2.7 million in career live tournament earnings. Really made a name for himself at a pair of Triton Poker Series events. First in Vietnam, then in Cyprus. In the Vietnam one, he had a bunch of cashes, but the biggest one, 1.135 million, second place in a 50K no limit. And then in Cyprus, he won the 30K mystery bounty for $540,000. So, welcome to the high roller scene, Mr. Ding.
No, this carries button. We played 3 hands.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
It felt like full arbor because you doubled, I guess. 500.
Raise 500.
Adams with ace-5 off, coming in for a raise.
Ding now the short stack after doubling up Corneth. He's still got a very playable 15 big blinds though, so.
The play in this event last night went extremely fast, Donnie. They all seem to be in a rush to collect payouts.
Yeah, they reached the final 6 before dinner break.
8-9-5.
King deuce 4 on the flop. Perfect flop for Osmus. Not bad either for Adams. Definitely enough for him to continue on with the wheel draw.
Bet 350.
Osmus with his first big shot at success at the 2023 WSOP. Going for a check raise here to 875. Last year, Donnie, Osmus started with that big win in the charity event and then laughed and sort of halfway complained that he won the wrong tournament.
Yeah, because he then quickly fired 2 bullets in the 25K, and after busting both of those, he was actually down money despite winning a bracelet because he only won about $48,000 in that COVID charity event. That was during the last series at the Rio, but he went on to make up for it in a big way, winning the 50K PLO high roller, famously beating Phil Hellmuth and Daniel Negreanu in a crazy, exciting 3-handed battle.
That, of course, the moment where Negreanu flipped his chair off the stage after losing a big pot versus Hellmuth. Meanwhile, 6 of spades hits the turn. Things just get better for Osmus.
Bet 1.3 million.
1.3 is the bet for Osmus. Donnie, if you're an out on spot right here, must be quite tough to continue.
Yeah, not the best card for you on the turn. Hoping to improve a little bit better. Or, you know, maybe you get a check from Jeremy as well, but that's obviously not the case, and Jeremy's going to take it down.
Average stack right now, 36 big blinds. Plenty of play, but also not really a deep stacked tournament, Donnie.
No, not super deep, but, you know, these guys are very well versed in maneuvering anywhere from, you know, 10 to 100 big blind stacks. So shortest stack here, Bao Ding, 15 big blinds, but I still think you're going to see plenty of play out of these characters.
93 total players in this tournament. Absolutely incredible to see that kind of turnout for a 100K buy-in. 14 players got paid, and it's a who's who of players that finished in the money in this tournament. Former main event champ Karai Aldemir collected a min cash along with David Peters, Kristen Foxen, Ren Lin, and then last night Justin Bonomo was our 7th place finisher for $362,000. high rollers are doing very well, Donnie. And we have a 250K coming up.
We do have a 250K coming up. There's also kicking off today over in Paris is the 10K Secret Bounty, which will be a fun one. WSOP has brought the mystery bounty format into the mix the past couple of years. We obviously know what happened in the $1,000 Mystery Millions, more than 18,000 entries in that one. Tyler Brown taking a $1 million top prize. Now we're going to see what the high stakes version of it does today. 10K buy-in, that'll be 7K to the regular prize pool, 3K to the bounty prize pool. So that'll be interesting to track along throughout the day. And we can check in on it as we go.
Adams continues with the aggression, this time again, making it 500K. Kornuth going to defend his button as both blinds get out of the way. Little shout there to David Simmons.
Yeah.
Welcome to the rail on YouTube. Much love as well to everyone in chat.
I added a new emoji.
Did you?
Yeah, I'll put it in there right now.
Oh, I can't wait to see. Lots of love for Kornuth in the chat on Poker to Go. Says Kornuth is such a great guy. I can't help but to root for him.
Check.
The new emoji is Maria Ho in her sunglasses because she's running deep in the 3K 6 max out there. So it felt only natural to bring her into the mix.
Love it. Love to see it. Meanwhile, Adams flops an open and straight draw. Kornuth with top pair, top kicker. No hearts for either player. Let's see what develops here.
Bet. 500.
Kornuth takes control after Adams checks. By the way, as we have this 100K broadcast for you guys, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are catching us on YouTube. The goal for today, because this is a huge stream, the goal for today is 3,000 likes on the video. Let's help us get there. The goal for the whole summer still stands. We want to hit 500,000 YouTube subscribers. The more we get, the more we can do for you guys. Hart hits the turn after Adams makes the call. Kornuth with tons of showdown value here. Could see a check behind here, Donnie.
1.8.
Of course, as I say that,
I
keeps
think
firing.
Kornuth is going to want to deny some equity here. And Ahrens gives it up quickly.
So for the people that watch this, you know, maybe not with the pockets deep enough to play these 100Ks, they might be scared of that third heart. What's your sort of thinking there with top pair, top kicker to keep firing?
You can't give a free card in a lot of spots. And yeah, it is worrisome that the flush draw comes in, but I mean, it's hard to make draws and complete them, you know?
Digital Warfare Records on PokerGo chat says, Adams is a machine. Seeing him crushing high rollers live comes as no surprise to me. Definitely an impressive showing from him in the 50K. But then, Donnie, the moment that went viral, Bill Klein stealing his lunch money.
Yeah, Bill Klein, I mean, Bill Klein does some out-of-the-box stuff that you wouldn't expect from Bill Klein. It's like, you kind of get two versions of Bill Klein. You get kind of the normal Bill Klein that you're like, okay, he's just your typical kind of older gentleman playing poker, super friendly, not getting too crazy. But then, like, out of nowhere, he gets kind of crazy, which makes it awesome when you put both things together.
700.
For the people asking, is this live? Yes, why would it not be? This is the 2023 World Series of Poker. We are live every single day. Tons of action for you. We got the Secret Bounty final table coming up. We got 10K Raz coming up. Raz, of course, according to Phil Hellmuth, the second most important game in poker.
Is that really what he said?
That's really what he said.
Huh?
Yeah, it was kind of like he was phrasing it. He was phrasing it as if, you know, there's the WSB main event, and then there's a 10K Raz.
Well, I mean, that makes absolutely no sense.
It's Phil Hellmuth, Donnie. What do you expect? The man, the myth, the legend.
Osmus and Ahrens here going to battle again. Osmus had opened on the button, and Ahrens defended King 8.
Seven hits on the turn, pairing the Dutchman. Excuse me, pairing the American.
Check.
He hasn't gone yet.
He's in position.
Osmus Wait, do we have the positions reversed, or is the button just not visible on the table?
Bet 500.
Or is the button behind the... There it is. All right, Awesome's bets 500K. That hand is done with, and the button was indeed hiding behind the flop graphic there. All right, button moves. Kerry Katz now on the button.
I spoke with Osmus yesterday after they bagged chips. If you guys want to listen to that interview, you can find it on the Poker Go podcast. Search for it wherever you listen to your podcast. But he said, you know, despite his own poker play this summer not going so well, although he did have a deep run down the street at Aria for the BetMGM Poker Championship recently, he's had some pieces that have worked out very nicely for him. So he is having a profitable summer so far, which must be pretty. He must have had some good pieces because he fires all the big buy-ins. So I don't know who he's got action of, but
Maybe you should become an investor. Just stay home.
yeah, I know, right?
Katz on the button with ace-jack offsuit. We're surely going to see a raise here. Michael Boyle with us again. Appreciate it.
Raise.
Says, hi, gang. Seems like an epic final table. Definitely.
Fold.
Before the World Series of Poker, Kerry Katz texted our guy Tim Duckworth and said, I'm winning a bracelet this year.
Oops.
Wow.
Could this be it?
I thought it was a 250.
That is
I don't know.
that is the
Yeah.
Daniel
Kinda
Negreanu school of poker, where you dream, declare, deliver.
That's right.
What were you trying to do, Gary?
I was thinking they were 250s. I don't know why.
Normally when someone misclicks, I can figure it out, but that one I'm not sure.
I was just
A
trying to
bit
make it
of a
600.
I know.
misclick there
seriously.
from Kerry. He opened
73.
to almost 4x, grabbing the wrong chips.
Turning back the clock.
They just seem like 250s to me. I don't know.
I'm kind of with you, man.
Yeah, because I just usually don't go from 100 to, or maybe you do 500. I don't know.
So the chips in play, the green ones 25K, the blue ones 100K, and then the black ones, those are the ones that Kerry thought might be 250K. Those are actually 500K, $500,000.
Shout out to our guy Rich Ryan in the chat. I just made him a moderator, so you guys better watch out. Oh, ace-10 suited for Kerry Katz.
Certainly going to come in here. Probably not for the 4x that he mistakenly did last time. Kerry limping in. You'll see this a lot from Kerry. He mixes in a lot of limping.
Just a little chum in the water for you.
And he always loves to talk, too.
Kerry Katz known for his tight aggressive style, but then all of a sudden he comes out swinging sometimes, keeping all the players on their toes. Aden's happy to see a flop. Ding completing from the small blind, and Mateo's finding king-queen offsuit. Donnie,
This might be a...
walk us through some options that Adrian has here.
I think this is going to be a jam here. I mean, king-queen off is probably good enough here against a lot of limping ranges. Kerry can be the one who can limp stronger here, right? I don't think Arons is going to limp behind on the button with a strong hand. He's just going to attack the limper. And then Ding,
How much
I don't
is
think
it?
would limp strong from the
Like
small
6,
blind.
right?
And you do
No,
see
more.
Mateos go all in here.
Like 5'4" or something.
6.875 is announced by our graphics, but
Definitely over 6. Oh, you're right.
There are going to be some times here for Mateos. You're going to fold out better hands. Kerry has a better hand.
He's such a savage.
Is Kerry going to want to call off here with ace-10 suited?
Fearless.
And he
So you
kicks it
could've
on
been
there.
ace.
You could probably
Could've
fold
been
out
ace.
some smaller pairs, things
time
you
it'll
don't
be
want to
ace.
race with.
Yeah, I know, but could also
That's what
be
Mateos does.
5-3 shooter.
Hey, at least I saved a blind. Might have saved you 2 blinds.
Donnie,
Yeah,
if
bro.
Kerry
His
Katz
hand
min
was
raises
bad.
there,
Yeah.
we might
He
see
would've
the
just
exact
folded
same
it
scenario.
He was ready to 3-bet.
You could. I mean, I
That
would
doesn't mean his hand
probably
was
No, I
think
bad.
know. I know. I was kind of hoping he would.
Mateos calls. I don't
That's
know what
not anything
Arons
but a jam.
and Ding do, though, facing a raise instead of just a
You gonna
limp.
limp shove
You
on
know,
Not ready to
Arons
rumble?
might just fold the 7-6 of diamonds,
Maybe
Ding as
next
well,
one. Oh, well,
the
you're
Jack-9
too
suited
scary.
from the small blind.
I'm too lucky. Be careful.
I'm really interested to see how Arons plays with Kerry, because someone like a Mateos, Chance Corneth, Jeremy Osmus, they have a ton of experience playing with Kerry, playing a ton of PGT events, specifically inside the Poker Go studio. Arons hasn't really done that. So I don't know. How does he look at that limp, for example? Like, what's he going to do? You know, that sort of thing. Ding as well, although
a call,
Ding
right?
has,
Yeah, that's a
I
problem.
think, played a little more high roller events in recent years, so might have tangled with Kerry a little bit more, but still interested to see how those players view Kerry's playing style.
Check. Details. Check. Check.
Graphics a little bit off on this hand. Forgive us for that.
Check.
We'll get that squared away. I don't think Kerry opened to 5 million.
Check.
Yeah, definitely having a little bit of a fluke
Yeah,
graphics
I think
going
this
on
one
here.
was another limp from Kerry. Mateos completed the small blind. Corneth checks in the big blind. Mateos flops 2 pair, checks around.
Check.
So there's not 15 million in the middle, that's for sure.
So Mateos checked the turn. Corneth bet 400K. Kerry got out of the way. Mateos is going to make the call. Bottom 2 pair here in a limped pot. Don't need to go too crazy, although now he can because he makes a full house.
Check.
But still might check, try and get some additional value.
Full house.
Too much showdown value for Corneth to bet at it.
Very nice.
A little wry smile there from Chance as Mateos takes this one down,
Bad
gives
left.
us a chance to update the counts. By the way, if you're just tuning in, this is the final table of the 100K High Roller at the 2023 WSOP. My name is Remco Rinkema. Donnie Peters alongside me. All we ask for, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes before the first elimination today.
Thank you. Okay.
These guys playing for $2.5 million. They're already guaranteed quite a pile, but I don't think anyone will be satisfied walking away with $469,000, which is what they're guaranteed right now. Pay jump's, of course, significant, given that the buy-in is 100K.
The greed of
The top 3 cashes for at least 1.1 million, Donnie. How often do you get to watch a poker tournament where the top 3 take home that kind of cash?
Not often, but more often these days because there are a ton of high roller events going on around the world. But still, it's extremely exciting to see. You see Biao Ding there moving all in from the cutoff with King Jack off. He's only working with 9 big blinds here, so
A little bit of a deja vu for Corneth. The last time he was in an on situation versus Ding, he also had ace queen.
We stop the clock when it counts.
3 million.
No, it's you said 3 million, right?
All in.
Corneth moves all in over the top, applying that pressure on Osmus, who lays down the 9-6 off. Corneth here in a
ace queen, king jack.
great situation to send Ding to the rail,
You're unbeatable
potentially.
with ace queen.
Hope so.
Let's see the flop here as Ding's tournament life is at risk. He's all in for 9 big blinds. Flop comes 10, 7, 6. 2 diamonds, no diamonds for either player. Ding looking for backdoor straight draw or a clean king or jack to take this one down. Deuce of diamonds on the turn, now down to just 6 outs, or we will have our first elimination at this final table. River card is the ace of hearts.
Good game, buddy.
Biao Ding eliminated in 6th place. As I mentioned before, he walks away with $469,000, and the remaining 5 are now guaranteed $619,000. As Chance Corneth is off to a really hot start here at this final table, now up to 12.9 million, Donnie, and we basically have a 3-way tie right now at the top of the counts.
yeah, great start for Corneth, and really all at the expense of Ding, who doubled him up very early in the day, and then just gave all his chips over to Corneth there. Getting it in behind. Corneth's hand holds up.
14 or something.
New chip leader.
9, 10, 12.
He is the new
13?
chip leader.
13.
Kerry is correct,
much
but
you got?
not by much.
Around 9.
Roughly the same, I think. Maybe a little bit less.
13, I think.
600.
Raise
Let's
600.
see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We failed at our
13,
goal,
170.
chat. Did not hit 1,000 likes before the first elimination. But hey, it's all good. We still love you guys. Nerdballer TV joined us in the chat. He said, Mateo shoved all in on me a few days ago to win a 100K satellite seat for this. He had King Jack versus my Ace Queen. Just don't love to see it when the pros outdraw you, Donnie.
Oh, of course. You don't love to see
They're
it.
already too good.
Yeah, they don't need luck on their side. Come on.
Adams raising it up. Blinds
Hi, DQ.
150K, 300K. Comes in for 600 with the queen 9 of spades.
Nah, just friends.
Could see a 3-bet here. No? Okay. Osmus is going to give it
It's
up.
the earring. It's the earring.
Somewhat of an awkward stack size there with just 27 big blinds. Osmus is the current short stack, although still pretty deep. Cat's here going to defend the 9-3 of clubs. He is dominated going to this flop. Ace 6 4 1 club. Carry checks.
We have better odds of getting to them.
Barnes will continue here.
You want
400,000.
or at least a turn. Yeah.
Call.
Carry does make the call. Going to try and turn some backdoor equity there. 5 of spades, giving Carry an open-ended straight draw now. He checks. $1.5 million from Arns, and Carey gives it up.
Probably still would have shoved. Try to make people open eyes.
With that pot, Arns moves back out into the chip lead. Corneth second, Katz third, Mateos fourth, and Osmus bringing up the rear in fifth.
Raise.
It really is anyone's game. Osman's the short stack with 27 big blinds. He can really do a ton of damage to all the other players. It's not as if we're going to be staring at each other hoping for the short stack to bust in the current scenario. Osman's coming in for a raise here with ace-8 suited.
Mateos.
Mateos, sorry.
Call.
Adam's going to defend his big blind here with the old 6-4 offsuit. Wow, and flops pretty well. 6-4-10, 2 pair for him. Nothing much to go on for Mateos, Donnie.
Check.
Mateos checks behind. King of Diamonds on the turn could be a good card here for Arns because a card that Mateos might want to represent.
Check.
Mateos does look like he's going to come with a bet here.
1.1 million.
Donnie, if you're Adams with 2 pair here, is this like an automatic check raise, or do we still have to, you know, balance this a little bit?
I think you can balance sometimes, go either way. We can obviously see the card, so we would say, just call, let him hang himself one more time.
3.2.
Raise. 2.2 million.
3.2.
3.2. Sorry, 3.2 million.
Yeah, throw it out there so you can.
3.2, about 3x the bet
3.2.
from Mateos.
Fold.
Mateos with the quick fold, and Arons will pick this one up. This hand bringing Arons up to 16 million, creating a little bit of separation between him and the rest of the field. If you are just tuning in, let us know in the chat who you're rooting for. I feel like we might have an equal distribution of fans of these players today. It's great that we started this final table a little bit earlier in the day so that everyone in Spain is still awake.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing lots of Mateos love in the chat.
And the Netherlands.
Yeah.
You know?
Same goes for the Netherlands.
Osmus here going to come in with the raise from the cutoff. Pocket sixes. 650K.
Do you know how much you're playing, Jeremy? Roughly?
I think 8.2, 8.1.
I mean, Arons looks like he's ready to just go to the beach.
It's called fashion, Donnie. Look it up.
Oh, here we go. This could get interesting. Mateos and Osmus, the two shortest stacks at the table right now. Three-bet coming.
From Osmus' position, Donnie, getting 3-bet from the big blind with the stack sizes the way they are. A hand like pocket sixes really shrinks, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hand that's going to flop too well. Are you really going to go set mining when you're only 26, 27 big blinds deep? Do you want to 4-bet jam it? Times you get called, you're not going to be in the best of shape. You know, you're going to be flipping at best. Look at that. Quick call from Mateos. Osmus moving all in.
This is an enormous pot all of a sudden. And it's you know, in quotation marks, it's just sixes and ace queen, Donnie.
Whatever happens here, no matter which player wins, this is a devastating blow. Either Mateos is going to be eliminated or Jeremy Osmus is going to be left with less than one big blind.
Wow. All right, what do we want in the chat? At least give us King Jack of Hearts for some major drama. Osmus here in the lead, but just slightly with pocket sixes. Ace right away on the flop. 8 and a 7 behind it, though. Osmus down to 2 outs, but also has a backdoor straight draw. Mateos flopping really, really well here. Let's see the turn card. It is the Jack of Diamonds. Osmus now down to his final 2 outs. Unless he hits a 6, he's going to be left with a little bit less than 2 big blinds. Let's see the river card, please. It is the King of Spades. Adrian Mateos with a little vamos under his breath. Extremely, extremely massive double up.
Ace Queen's unbeatable today.
Yeah, Ace Queen's very well. Yeah, I know that's lucky hand. That's why I try to go all in.
7.
Good looking hand.
Yeah.
Huh? I mean, it's a pretty hand.
Yeah, it's really
7.325.
Spam your Spanish flags in the chat to show some love to Adrian Mateos, but also, Donnie, can't help but to feel bad for Osmus here on such an enormous coin flip.
Yeah, tons of equity on the line there. We see Mateos vault into the chip lead. He was in last place to start that hand. Now he is the chip leader.
That is nuts. Stacks running really close here. Auspice is going to need a ton of help to get things going.
I almost cost you a double, by the way. So close to 3-betting.
I know, yeah. You
I almost saved you.
you were going to 3-bet fold?
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
I don't think he folds pocket queens.
Huh?
I don't think you
I think Adrian's
fold kings.
No.
If you're just joining us, please gently press the like button on our page. Hearing some complaints about the people for my use of the word smash. So we'll just mix it up a little bit. Gently press the like button and let's get over 1,000 likes because we have 10,000 viewers. 1,000 likes should be possible. Also, if you're new to our channel, please subscribe right now. You won't regret it. The most poker action you can possibly think of here on across all our channels, really. Auspice is going to wait one more hand.
How you play, huh?
He's going to have to pay the ante and the big blinds on the very next hand, so he will be all in.
Like almost 60.
Adams raising it up on the button with Jack-10. Corner's probably thinking, I kind of want to get creative here because Auspice is going to be all in on the very next hand. But I also don't want to punt my chips to a very accomplished player.
I think that is exactly what he's thinking. And there is the 3-bet, 2.8 million.
Chance, could you maybe color up a little
Adams
bit?
going to give it up.
It's very hard to see how much you play. Or like, is that okay? We move the button for him.
I mean, I can turn it towards you slightly, but it's very easy to count.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3,
yeah. Okay.
4,
From here,
5.
it's quite hard.
Make it 20.
Yeah, thank you. What do you got? About 13?
Not sure, I just won that one. 11.4 in blues, 12.4, 13.4, 14.
Very nice.
Miles Glover is watching this while playing an event here in Las Vegas. Keep us updated in the chat on how your poker is going this summer, Donnie. Are you up or down? The fact that you have to think about it is a good sign.
I'm down a tiny bit.
Okay, good, a little bit. Kerry Katz, Ace Queen suited. Going to try to make some money here.
Okay.
Jans, I'll rearrange it for you though.
Kerry Katz coming in. Min raised to 600K.
Is that better, Jans?
Yeah, perfect, thank you.
Adams with a bit of an awkward
Now I know
viewing
your
angle,
weakness. You can count
assuming.
by 2s, but not by 1s.
No, but like the angle made it really hard.
I turned it too, yeah.
Controversy brewing here, Donnie.
Oh yeah, these guys are ready to fight.
We might see some fists. We might see some fists come out. Adams, of course, wearing the darkest possible shades. Don't see that helping either. By the way, Donnie, I brought the rounded shades today as well, without knowing he would bring them out.
I got the lucky hand.
I'm sure you guys had a conversation
Ace-queen.
yesterday, speaking Dutch to each other. Here we go.
All right, Austin's all in for
Maybe we found the medicine.
his final little
2 live
stump of
cards.
chips. But still,
Queen can't win everything.
the comeback starts here, Donnie.
I won once with it without showdown too.
Ace Queen hasn't lost today.
Ace Queen has not lost it. It's been a hot hand.
Can Ace Queen go
Auspice.
4-0? That is the question.
That is the
5-0,
question
Kerry. I
indeed.
won one with it too.
King, Jack, 3. Osman's
Back
taking
door
the lead.
clubs.
Cat's looking for an ace or a 10.
Very fair flop, I think.
What I got 3. I'll take 4. I got about 8.
Backdoor
I got the
clubs as well.
equivalent of 8 outs.
Yeah, I take it in your seat too.
Let's see the turn card here.
No,
It is the
that's
deuce of
way too
clubs.
many outs.
Maybe.
That's just way too. I feel like you got
Too many out syndrome.
It's a thing.
Ace
Look
Queen-
it up.
Ace Queen
Could
never
be
loses at
affecting
this
Kerry
table, you know
Katz
that.
here.
Yeah, that's true.
15 outs for Cats. Can Osmus find a double up? It is the deuce of spades. Osmus does double up, or should I say, I don't know, 2.5x?
Oh, you got a rebate? Nice. Very nice.
I had the deuce.
Chip it in for charity.
Almost called to get in there and screw Jeremy, but Thought about going for you with the 5% there, Jeremy.
You wouldn't have made it to the turn.
Is it? Or is it just results wise?
Osmus up to
Chance, you
looks like
Chance, you would have never made it to the
1.5
turn.
now.
You wouldn't have let me?
5
Come on,
big
check it
blinds
down, friend.
for Jeremy Osmus.
I wouldn't have let you either.
Donnie, how much did you pay Justin Moat to say, was in Vegas last week, met Donnie and Tim, great guy, fun time at the WSOP.
Yeah, we met Justin.
Oh, you didn't have to pay him to say that?
No, definitely not. No.
Channeling your inner Sean Winter.
If you come to
I hope
the
he got his hat.
right. If you
don't
come to
pull
the
a Sean Winter
WSOP,
here, please.
please
14.
come over and say hi. We're always lingering around the final table areas. Mateos, Queen Jack offsuit. Looking at the Osmus stack and whether he's willing to spend the money necessary to potentially get into an all-in confrontation here.
I feel like Chance Cornuth just wants to 3-bet every hand. He looks at his cards and feels like that's what he wants to do.
10-7 off for Osmus. Not ideal.
No, and he will have a few free hands after this one. He's paying the smallest blind there, also doesn't have to pay an ante on that one. And then he's going to have a couple hands free afterwards to find a better spot to get his money in. Kerry Cat's going to defend with the ace-10 off.
I checked to the Matador.
And checks in the dark. Little Phil Hellmuth.
I feel like he doesn't like that. Sometimes the bull wins, though, right? I don't like that one.
Queen,
I like
9-4.
It seems like that's a great one.
Kerry checks again, although he already checked.
Kerry does misuses the nickname because the Matador,
It's Carlos Mortensen.
Carlos Mortensen, the Conquistador,
Is
is
Adrian Mateos.
Adrian Mateos.
That is true.
Mateos picks this pot up, and all eyes will still be on Jeremy Osmus as he is on the short stack. Some chatter about Jeremy Osmus's music career taking off in the last few months. I'm surprised he didn't bring a guitar to the final table here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the next song to drop. You know, when's it going to come out?
I mean, he can perform live on stage here at the WSOP.
Adrian Mateos and Jans Arends jockeying for the chip lead. Less than $1 million separating those two. Chance Cornuth in third, Kerry Katz in fourth. Jeremy Osmus going to be looking for another double up pretty soon here. Mateos going to stay on the gas, though. Opens up the Queen 10 of diamonds. Cornuth, he's looked interested every hand. This time he has one that he could play. Ace 9 of hearts.
So ace 9 of hearts for someone like Chance Cornuth is like ace king suited for any other player. Love watching Chance play. Always aggressive and creative. He doesn't let anyone get away with anything, Donnie.
No, he would be a handful to have at your table.
Imagine playing like, you know, like a 1K event and Chance shows up on your direct left. As Kerry Katz has multiplied.
What is that?
That is really funny.
Is that what happens when you get a lot of money? You just clone yourself?
10-8 for Rainbow on the flop. Mateos with top pair. Cornuth with the aggression. Let's see if he continues here. Mateos going to lead out here, Donnie.
Yeah, third pot here. Top pair, decent kicker, but still some vulnerability in your hand. You want to protect it. Could see Chance float here. That 9 is working for at least 3 cards to a straight. He has the backdoor nut flush draw as well. He is going to call. Could see a lot of interesting turn cards, so let's see what we got.
Yeah, Jack of Hearts.
Close. I mean, it was a red face card.
Red face card. It's the King of Diamonds. Generally, Donnie, does a card like this slow Mateos down?
No, I think Mateos will continue here.
Mushroom Peas saying, has Adrian Mateos ever whiffed a flop? He hits something every single time in every single tournament. I mean,
Mateos opts to check here.
he's the best for a reason.
Mateos is so good. So good. And he's still super young.
I believe you and I were both there when he won World Series of Poker Europe.
I was not.
I think I was
But
there.
I was watching from afar.
I was there with Rich Ryan in Enghien-les-Bains,
1.8.
France,
1.8 million.
in the shadows of Paris. I believe he was 18 years old at the time
Just incredible.
and has been crushing these events ever since.
Yeah, 4-time gold bracelet winner. Nearly $34 million in live tournament earnings. I'm pretty sure this finish here will get him over the $34 million mark, which he's currently 16th on the all-time money list. Just absolutely wild. I mean, we all know how good Mateos is, as you see him here. Check call, a bet of 1.8 million. But in some ways, he kind of gets overlooked as it pertains to WSOP success. I mean, he has 4 bracelets, though, and he's so young. He's probably going to win, I don't know, 5 to 10 more in his career if he keeps this up, especially if so many high roller events are on the schedule every single year. He's a favorite in those fields. So just wild to think.
River card brings the deuce of hearts. Kornuth will have to come up with something really strong here to get Mateos off his hand, Donnie, or is this a situation where it is pretty hard to continue?
I think his ace high might just be a little bit too much showdown value. And I don't know, we've seen Chance certainly thinks outside the box and can get creative and do some plays that are certainly over my head. So let's see what he comes with here. He does beat hands like Queen Jack, if that's what Mateos was continuing the flop with, opted to check call turn. You know, he does beat a Jack 9 type hand, but Kornuth does have a 9 that's blocking that type of holding, so I'm sure all of this stuff is going through Kornuth's head.
Kornuth never going to give up a spot easily. He's always going to overthink it, make sure that he checks all the boxes. And with his creative mind and aggressive style,
Look at this.
I could see just about anything in this spot, and he just comes with 4 million.
Nice hefty bet size here.
Jeremy Osmond must be licking his fingers seeing this action on the short stack.
This is very good recognition here from Kornuth, being able to pull the trigger once again, recognizing that his ace high is not good here. Tough spot for Mateos. I mean, if anyone can make this call, Mateos could certainly make it. Look at him eyeing up Kornuth. Kornuth going a little bit deeper into that hoodie.
This is a little bit of fake acting. I kind of find that intriguing. Chance.
I mean, these guys are so studied.
But
You
it's
want to
funny.
give off the slightest thing.
It's funny because Chance is sort of signaling some weakness by trying to hide a bit more. I mean, is a reverse tell as simple as that going to really work versus someone like Adrian Mateos? Like, what's in Chance's range, Donnie, that Mateos can be worried about here? I feel as though he's going to 3-bet a lot of kings given the scenario at hand before the flop I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, and you can couple that with the action on the flop. So let's say a hand like King-Queen is, you know, Kornuth can certainly flat a King-Queen off a hand, King-Queen suited in position, but is he going to flat the flop? I don't know. I think probably a hand that you want to think makes the most sense might be 2 8s or 2 4s.
Wow, look at that. A little bit of a prepay there, or perhaps a down payment on the time extensions. Players get 30 seconds to act. Each one of those is worth 30 seconds. Mateos makes the call. Huge call for Adrian Mateos. Chance shows ace high. Mateos shows a pair of 10s.
I mean, he's so good.
I mean,
Wow.
Adrian Mateos sees through the bluff and now takes a massive chip lead up to 30 million. So, excuse me, 23 million. I got a little carried away there. 23 million for Mateos.
Ace 9 suited. What? Ace 9 suited. Okay.
Wow.
I thought he had Jack Queen suited.
Massive, massive call from the
What
Spaniard.
did Adrian have? 10?
Queen 10 suited.
Well, that way, you will find out whenever we go live again, and we are live basically every single day. Our goal this summer is to hit 500,000 YouTube subscribers. Help us get there. The more subscribers we have, the more we can stream. Also, we went up to over 1,000 likes. The goal for today's stream, 3,000 likes. The more likes, the more players like yourself watching in real time right now will find out about this stream.
How much you have roughly?
Let's spread the good word.
You?
Adams in the small blind, queen 4 suited.
A little more, I think. 9,
Gonna raise it up.
13. Well, yeah, close to 15, I think. 14.5 maybe.
Lots of love for Mateos
1.2.
in the chat.
1.2 million is about.
Nobody from Spain is going to bed anytime soon. Everyone's going to be leaned into this coverage. Mateos, Donnie, fighting every single hand.
2 and 4.
Yes, of course.
Adams limps in. Mateos makes it 1.2 million, and Adams makes the call.
Yeah, I mean, blind versus blind, Arons has one of those hands that's kind of in the middle. You know, it's too good to fold. You probably don't want to 3-bet a queen 4 and have to play out of position against raise a queen 4, play out of position against a hand or against a player like Adrian Mateos. And then if you're Mateos, I mean, you can check the 6-3, yes, but 6-3 off, what's that really going to flop? Just take kind of a polarizing approach to your raises there. Raise with your really crap hands and your really good hands.
This is not your average poker game. The best of the best battling here as Mateos hits a pair of 6s on the turn.